What if the reason you feel exhausted, anxious, inflamed, and wired at night has absolutely nothing to do with your age, your workload, or your stress levels, and everything to do with one single mineral that your body is desperately running low on? And what makes this even more frustrating is that most doctors are completely missing it. Not because they don't care, but because they're looking in the wrong place. Today, we're going to change that. We're going to talk about magnesium. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand 9 hidden symptoms of magnesium deficiency that most doctors don't even connect to this mineral, what's actually depleting your magnesium without you realizing it, and exactly which type to take, how much, and when. So stay with me, because this might be the most important thing you learn about your health all year. Let's start with something that shocks most people when they first hear it. Most of the magnesium in your body is not in your blood. It's stored inside your bones and inside your cells. In fact, only about 0.3% of your total magnesium shows up in your blood serum, less than 1%. So when a doctor runs a standard blood test to check your magnesium levels and tells you everything looks normal, that test is almost meaningless. It's like trying to figure out how wealthy someone is by checking the loose change in their pocket. You're not looking at the bank account. You're not even close to it. And this is the single biggest reason why magnesium deficiency is so massively underdiagnosed. People are suffering, doctors are testing, the test comes back normal, and everyone moves on without answers, but now you know better. So what's actually draining your magnesium in the first place? Because this is where it gets eye-opening. There are over 300 medications that can deplete your magnesium, 300. But even if you're not on any medication, your daily life might still be quietly robbing you of this mineral every single day. Stress depletes magnesium, sugar depletes it, caffeine depletes it, alcohol depletes it, high insulin levels from eating too many carbohydrates deplete it. And here's something most people have never been told. A large portion of the population has insulin resistance, which means even if they're eating normal amounts of magnesium through food, their body can't properly absorb it. On top of that, low stomach acid, which is more common than most people realize, especially as you get older, makes it harder to absorb magnesium from food. Low salt and low vitamin D also lower your magnesium levels. So by the time you factor all of this in, it becomes very clear why so many people are walking around deficient and don't even know it. Now let's get into the 9 hidden symptoms. And I want you to pay close attention here, because you might recognize yourself in more than one of these. Number 1, anxiety that comes out of nowhere. Not anxiety tied to a specific situation or event, just a sudden wave of nervousness, unease, or even a full panic attack with no clear trigger. Here's why. Magnesium acts like the brakes of your nervous system. Without enough of it, your nervous system has no way to slow itself down. It just keeps accelerating with nothing to stop it. So if you've been experiencing random anxiety and you can't explain it, your magnesium levels deserve a serious look before anything else. Number 2. Waking up at 2 in the morning. This is one of those symptoms people just accept as normal. They wake up at 2 or 3 a.m., stare at the ceiling, can't fall back asleep, and assume they're just a light sleeper or too stressed. But what's actually happening in many cases is a surge of cortisol in the middle of the night. Cortisol, your body's stress hormone, is supposed to be low at night. One of magnesium's key roles is keeping cortisol under control. When you don't have enough magnesium, cortisol spikes at odd hours and yanks you right out of your sleep, night after night after night. Number 3, eye twitching. This one is actually a textbook magnesium deficiency symptom, and it has everything to do with the relationship between magnesium and calcium in your muscles. Calcium causes muscle contraction, magnesium causes muscle relaxation. These two minerals are supposed to work in perfect balance, but when magnesium is too low, calcium takes over. And what you end up with is constant, uncontrolled muscle contraction. That involuntary eye twitch that drives you crazy, that's your body telling you the magnesium-calcium balance is off. And it doesn't stop at the eye. This same imbalance leads to muscle spasms throughout the body, tight muscles, migraines, headaches, and something far more serious: calcification. When magnesium is chronically low, calcium starts depositing in places it shouldn't be, in your joints, in your arteries, in your heart tissue. Think about how many people develop high blood pressure as they age. Many times that stiffening of the arteries is not just aging, it's long-term magnesium deficiency, allowing calcium to harden what should stay flexible. Number 4, heart pounding after eating. If your heart races or pounds noticeably after a meal, most people immediately worry about something serious. And while you should always take heart symptoms seriously, low magnesium is a very common and very overlooked cause. Magnesium is essential for the relaxation of your heart muscle. In fact, many heart medications actually mimic the effect of magnesium in the body. Without enough of it, the arteries stiffen, the heart struggles to relax between beats, blood pressure rises, and in chronic cases, this can contribute to atrial fibrillation, which is one of the most classic and well-documented conditions associated with long-term magnesium deficiency. If you have been dealing with any kind of irregular heartbeat or palpitations, this mineral needs to be part of the conversation. Number 5. Feeling exhausted just from thinking. This one is subtle but incredibly telling. Your brain makes up only 2% of your body weight, but it burns 20% of your total energy. And at the very foundation of how energy is produced in every cell of your body, inside tiny structures called the mitochondria, magnesium is required. Without it, your energy factories can't function properly. So when people say thinking too hard makes them tired, or that they feel mentally drained after tasks that shouldn't be draining, this is not weakness. This is often a magnesium deficiency at the cellular level. Number 6, random chest tightness. Not pain, just tightness. A squeezing or pressure that comes and goes for no obvious reason. When magnesium is low, the smooth muscles surrounding your airways and your chest cavity cannot relax properly. Calcium floods in and causes contraction, and the result is that feeling of tightness that leaves people worried and confused. If you've had your heart checked and everything came back fine, but the tightness keeps coming back, consider whether your magnesium levels have ever been properly evaluated. Number 7, sugar and carbohydrate cravings. This one surprises people the most, but when magnesium is added back into the diet of people who have been running low, many of them report that their sugar cravings noticeably drop. The connection is real. Magnesium plays a role in blood sugar regulation and insulin sensitivity, and when those systems are disrupted by low magnesium, your body signals for quick energy in the form of sugar and refined carbs. So before you blame willpower for your cravings, think about what mineral might be missing. Number 8, wired but tired. You know this feeling. Your body is exhausted. Your eyes are heavy. But the moment you lie down, your brain refuses to switch off. You lay there in a state of nervous, restless energy that won't let you fall into deep restorative sleep. This is a magnesium deficiency symptom that affects millions of people. Magnesium calms the brain. It calms the muscles. It helps your entire system downshift from the demands of the day into the deep relaxation needed for real sleep. Without it, your brain and body stay stuck in a low hum of nervous energy that makes genuine rest nearly impossible. And just to add one more thing here, restless leg syndrome, that unbearable urge to move your legs in bed, is also closely connected to magnesium deficiency. If that's something you experience, this mineral might be exactly what you've been missing. Number 9, feeling physically heavy, not tired in the traditional sense, just heavy, like your legs weigh twice what they should, like you're moving through resistance even when you're just walking across a room. This is your mitochondria struggling to produce enough energy to power your muscles efficiently. When magnesium is deficient, these energy factories slow down, and every physical movement costs your body more effort than it should. People who feel this kind of heaviness often assume they're just out of shape or getting older. But in many cases, restoring magnesium completely changes how their body feels within weeks. Now, here is something critical that most people get completely wrong when they decide to start taking magnesium. Not all magnesium supplements are equal, not even close. The most commonly sold form, the one you'll find at most pharmacy chains, is magnesium oxide. And the problem with magnesium oxide is that your body only absorbs about 3% of it. 3%. So the overwhelming majority of what you're taking passes straight through you. And if you try to take more to compensate, you end up with diarrhea. It's ineffective and it's uncomfortable, and most of the research done on magnesium supplements has unfortunately been done using this form, which is part of why many studies show limited results. The form you actually want is magnesium glycinate. With magnesium glycinate, your body absorbs around 80%. That is an enormous difference, and it comes with an additional benefit. Glycine, the amino acid it's paired with, supports GABA production in the brain, which is one of your primary calming neurotransmitters. So magnesium glycinate doesn't just correct the deficiency, it actively supports relaxation, calm, and deep sleep. Some people will say it can't cross the blood-brain barrier, but the reality is that many of the mechanisms connecting magnesium to sleep and calm are happening in your gut and your tissues, not just your brain. The brain benefits are real, even if the pathway is indirect. As for when to take it, the best time is later in the day. After dinner works well. You can take it in capsule form or as a powder mixed with water. Warm water dissolves it completely if you like to sip it slowly. And if you're dealing with a significant deficiency or a condition like atrial fibrillation or osteoporosis, taking 300 to 400 milligrams several times throughout the day rather than all at once allows your body to absorb far more, since anything over 400 milligrams at a single time tends to be excreted through urine rather than absorbed. And a few final things to help this all work better for you. If you are eating a high carbohydrate diet and you have insulin resistance, fixing that by shifting toward lower carb eating will dramatically improve how well your body absorbs magnesium. If you are over 50 and deal with heartburn, indigestion, or acid reflux, you very likely have low stomach acid, and taking betaine hydrochloride can help your stomach function properly while also improving your absorption of magnesium and other essential minerals. And remember that vitamin D and magnesium are deeply connected. Each one helps your body absorb the other. Since most people are also low in vitamin D, taking both together can make a significant difference across a wide range of symptoms. Here is the bottom line. Magnesium is involved in over 300 processes in your body. It is not a small mineral with a narrow role. It is foundational. And when it's low, everything suffers quietly in ways that are easy to dismiss, easy to misdiagnose, and easy to miss on a standard blood test. But now you know the symptoms to look for. You know why the blood test is unreliable. You know what's depleting it. You know which form actually works. And you know how to take it properly. If any of these 9 symptoms felt familiar to you today, drop a comment below and tell me which one hit. Closest to home. I read every comment, and your response genuinely helps shape the content we create next. If this video gave you something valuable, hit the like button right now because it helps this information reach the people who need it most. And if you are not subscribed yet, now is the time, because we go this deep on health topics every single week. The real science, explained simply, so you can actually use it. There is a video on the different types of magnesium coming up next. It goes even deeper on everything we talked about today. Go watch it right now. I'll see you there.